Hello again, beautiful people. I'm just gonna pull you up on the Reba Rose page because I am cross-posting to Reba Rose today. Just make sure we get everybody on here that needs to be on here and make sure I get all the things. Oops. I could do a little seashell tray that I found in Florida. Also going to be using the, there I am, also going to be using the seashells paper from Reba Rose Creations. You can find that by doing ! paper in the comments. And hello again to my fabulous sparkle loving beautiful people. What's up, Kimberly? Hi, Jacqueline. So I got this tray in Florida. It's a silver tray. It's pretty heavy. It says it was Grimex, Mexican handmade, Mexican handcrafted Grimex. Don't know what that is. Hey, Kristen. Hey, Linda. What's up, guys? All right, so this is Reba Rose's seashell paper. I've always loved this paper, and now I get to use it. How pretty is that going to be? Look at it up close. I did water cut around the edges to make it fit the inside of the tray, and I literally spent about 10 minutes peeling off stickers. Why, Goodwill? Hey, Jacqueline, why, Goodwill? Why do you put stickers on the front of things? Why don't you put them on the back where nobody cares about them? Why do you make it duct tape and stickers on the front? It's very annoying. Hey, Liz. Hey, Patty. What's going on, my friends? Thank you for being here. Thank you for sparkling and doing all the things. Make sure you say hi when you jump on in because it's good for us and it's good for you. We get to know you that way. Anyhow, hello, Yvonne. Hello again. Hi, Shayna. Oh, okay. So I want to use this paper. However, this paper is more of like a navy blue. She is Linda. She's, hey, Rhonda. Hey, Katie. She's getting better every day. Her right side of her face is still really swollen, but anyway, check out the I did a get ready with me earlier, and look at how pretty the new Quiet Bloom palette looks. I love it. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, so I need your guys' opinion. Hey, Terry Tully. I pulled out some blue paint. I've got some blue suede chalk paint that would work on here. I pulled out some Pixie paint. This is Blue Diamond. I've got some Prosecco. I've got some metallic blues, and I've got another navy blue. Hey, Deborah from Arkansas. Hey, Carrie. So I don't know what color to do this with. I'm feeling like we should do like dark, and then I can blend it into the edges where the paper doesn't go all the way to. And then I was thinking gold, like highlighting all these starfish and little seashells in gold. So do it like blue and gold. What do you guys think? I'm thinking this isn't going to be like a food safe tray. It's going to be more like, hey, Elizabeth, it's going to be more like decorative. I lost my train of thought there for a minute. Decorative. I'm so excited you're coming, Susie. I can't wait to hang out with everybody. It's going to be so much fun. I'm so excited. We are having a good day. It's beautiful outside. It's cold. It feels like it's cold air coming in, but Carly's outside with the dog and she said it's beautiful outside. Hey, Jackie Turner. So what do you guys think? Should I try this like in this blue suede and then do gold? Or do I want to do like a little, do I paint it white then blue wash? I don't know. But I feel like it needs to be a darker tray rather than white with this in the middle. I'm leaning towards dark. And here's this color, which as you can see, this blue suede from Folk Art. But I don't want it to look too, this almost looks like that primitive country blue. Blue, maybe I'll throw in some metallics, or do I do a darker blue? Or I've got this Blue Diamond from Pixie. I just don't know. But I'm thinking, I like blue and gold together. Let me see what we got here. Let's just mix some paint. Can you highlight in ocean blue? I don't know, because that's what I'm debating. Like, this looks like it would be good, but it's a flat. So what if I mix a little bit of this with a little bit of the Pixie in the metallic Blue Diamond color? The color of the tissue. I know, Dinah, that's what I really want to do, but I don't think that that color, the one I did the tissue box in, is more of like a turquoise blue. And I'm thinking that's going to be, these are definitely more like navy blues in here. A royal bronze blue. Ooh, no, that's not bad. Let's see what we get. We mix these two together. We don't know until we try, right, chicks? Let's just go for it. Hello. 2 days in a row, Sufena. Yay. This is the second time I'm live today. Oh, now this is kind of changing it into an almost greenish blue, but it's got a nice metallic look to it. Maybe if I add in some, no, that made it too green. What if I add in, here we go. We're just mixing paint. See, that turned it too green. What about if we add in some dark blue? Guys, I got more paper plates. We could just keep adding. You know me, I love mixing paint. It's my favorite thing ever. Ooh, that's pretty. I amaze myself sometimes. Mix some mica powder deep blue. It's actually very metallic-y because I put the paint pixie paint in there. Ooh, that's kind of pretty. Ooh, that might work. Hi, Angela. Should we go for the blue? Just go for the blue, and then do some gold accents. What do you guys think? This is a paint pixie. This is a Reba Rose live. So you guys, if you like the paper and you want to create some Seaside sparkle, just do exclamation point paper. I am cross posting to Reba Rose as well. Hello, everyone. Okay, I'm digging it. Look, guys, that wasn't hard at all. It only took me like 3 ties. What do you guys think? I kind of like it. Let's try it. Now the inside, I don't know if I want to touch the inside, or should I just put the decoupage paper on now? Should I give that a coat of white paint really quick so it's real vibrant? Let's just do it. Martin, you're so sweet. Thank you. I don't know where they come from, y'all. I just, I get an idea in my noggin and that's it. All right, I'm just gonna put some white paint right down here, just where the decoupage paper is gonna be, because I don't know that the silver would make a difference. Again, I use too much paint, but in the world of Kathy D Funky Junk, it seems to be a thing that I do. All right, so that. Way too much paint on there. All right, hang on a second. Okay, look at how easy we made that blue. I'm getting pretty good. I'm getting pretty good at being a paint mixer. All right, guys, the reminders need to start coming in. Mama Rhonda, I need to wash my brushes. Mama Rhonda is always the one that's yelling at me to wash my brushes. The brush tub is getting full. I have to change out my trash today. You know what? I got paint on this sweater once before and I got it out with that awesome stuff is awesome. It really does work. Hi, Judy from Texas. All right, let's dry this up. Then we'll lay our decoupage paper down and then we'll go from there. You like blue and silver. See, I like blue and gold. My whole dining room is done in navy blue and gold. I say I love silver. My wedding ring is silver. I have a lot of silver jewelry, but I tend to mix my metals. And I'm cold up here today. I got the window open, but I think it's warmer out in the sun. It's only 60 today. But tomorrow is going to be 75 here. I'm super excited. Tomorrow, I think my schedule is going to have to change a little bit. I'm supposed to be live at 2 tomorrow, but I have to meet Sam at the Title Bureau at 2:30, so I'm either going to come on early or come on afterwards. So I'm leaning towards later. And then maybe we'll crackle this, I don't know. Blue goldstone. Oh, no, I haven't. Blue goldstone. That sounds beautiful though. I love sapphires. Are they like a sapphire? I don't know. I put this on kind of heavy. Hey, Christy from Texas. We got all kinds of people watching today. 90 degrees in Kansas. I wish it was 90. Margaret, it is awesome. I'm telling you guys, it gets anything out of anything. I think that's dry. I put that on kind of thick, so I'm really drying it well. Your mom put it is awesome. You couldn't find my live unless you clicked on the photo. That's weird. Could be a new book update. You never know what's going on with the Bookaroo. It's always ever changing. We're blue and gold. Mine were yellow and black. Yellow and black. And Jack, their school colors are blue and white and silver, I think. I swear, Michael calls every time I'm on a live. Yes, I decided to wear this one today. This is the one we made yesterday. One of the many that we made yesterday. Was that yesterday? Yeah. I keep thinking today is Friday. All week long, I kept thinking the day was the next day. Oh, no, they got a new Handmaid's Tale out. I'm going to have to watch that. Have not seen that. I'm current on it, but I haven't seen the new one come out. I need my Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser. Oh, you're so sweet. I'll be 51 this year, y'all. 51. I think I need to get me some new pigment infuser. Yes, I'll be 51 this year. I know, Paula, you love this. Yeah, and guys, Sam only has 4 left of his April bracelets, so if you want it, get it. And we're gonna be dropping probably sometime next week. What's the date? 17th. We'll be dropping the new May. They're patriotic. They're so pretty. I should have grabbed one in here and shown you. I'm going to be in love with this piece. Oh, I hope you do. I'm nervous about this one because I don't know. I always get like nervous. Like, what am I doing? Especially when I don't know what I'm doing. And this is like one of those weird projects because I went to Pinterest to kind of gain some inspiration. And of course, nothing is really, I didn't see anything that was really like where I wanted to go with it. So, see, it feels like, really? I know. May, Lori, he did a red, white, and blue. It's very patriotic to celebrate, Memorial Day, which is also going to be good for Labor Day and all the seasons that we celebrate here. All right, just gonna go more over here. Make sure I get tucked in all around those edges. We don't want that to lift. Happy belated birthday, Kimberly. 62. You're a youngin'. My husband is 62. Michael will be 63 this year. Okay, I'm just going to shove this down. It's kind of got there. Oh, this is going to be so pretty. Now I am going to do a coat of the Posh Chalk Pigment Infuser on top. And then we'll dry it, and then we'll see if I have to iron it. It'll be 71 makeup. Bless you. I'm only, I turned 51 in September, so I got a few more months. I guess you could say I'm like 50 and a half. Who remembers being 21 thinking 50 was old? Me. I remember when I was 21 and I met my ex-husband. He was 39. And hey, Stuart, and I was like, 39? Do they even still have sex at 39? Seriously, I was like, 39 was old. He was 18 years older than me. Good for you. you, Barbara. Linda Goby, I'll go. Do you guys want me to go grab the bracelets for me? They're super pretty. They're red, white, and blue. They're very patriotic. They have a couple little charms hanging off. It is the tray I got in Florida, Barb. Yes, ma'am. And the paper is by Reba Rose. It's called Seashells. And I thought, what better way to use the paper than to put it on a seashell tray, right? Kind of makes, they kind of go together. Oh my gosh, doesn't that look so good? Okay, I am gonna iron this really quick. I feel like the lady over the A4 this year. God bless you, Barbara. You're not old. Why is it my iron pot? Hold on. Did I unplug it? Well, that's weird. Oh no, tell me my little iron fizzled out. Did it fizzle, schnizzle? No. Oh, that's a bummer. Let's see. I know this plug works because I try another plug. I will be so bummed if my little iron. May is an emerald birthstone, Paula. Very true. I also brought in a big stack, like those big chunky ones that you guys like that I brought in. And it's green. So I have some of those coming in. It's totally dead. My little iron finally fizzled. Fizzled, schnizzled. Yep. Well, I'm gonna have to get me another little tiny iron. Yep, it's a goner. Oh, let's say a little prayer for our little tiny iron. Amazon, Kay, the little tiny irons, a little crafted by Steamfast. That's kind of a bummer. My heart feels sad. I guess we'll just have a few wrinkles and, well, I guess maybe I could try to. They got just a couple, but it's not like a completely flat tray. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, I can probably work them out just by doing that. This is the way I used to do it, remember? Before I learned the art of ironing your decoupage paper. Ironing is way easier, but this is just getting out those little tiny bubbles. Walmart's got them too. I was just at Walmart too, gosh darn it. I like Amazon. You know why I like Amazon? I don't have to leave my house. Keep the paper with you. Oh, that's a good idea. This is working just fine. There wasn't that many in there. Just a couple, because this isn't completely flat. It's got some texture at the bottom. Use a roller. I have a brayer somewhere. Yeah. It's in the land of the lost with all the other things, like the magic brush from Totally Dazzled. Don't know where that is. Still haven't found that. Francis, my Jimmy crystals are 2.0. That's the strength that I need to be able to see close up anyway. Debbie wants to see May's bracelet. Yeah, let me go grab one while we're talking about it. You guys can keep the dog company. All right, so these are May's. Now, I do have some green ones coming in also for May, okay? They do make 3.5s, yes. But these are the ones these are Sam's May bracelets of the month. He's never done a red, white, and blue one. These are so stinking pretty. Well, I'm just gonna slide this one up and then I'm gonna show you. Look at how cute these are. Super duper cute. I love anything patriotic. They got the little charms on there, a little star, a little heart. Super sparkly, all little beaded, crisp, sparkly beads. I love these. He's never done one for 4th of July. Look at how fun and festive those are. And you could wear these Labor Day, Memorial Day, St. Pat. I'm wearing these on my 4th of July party. These are adorable. Good job, Sammy. I like these a lot. This is going to be my set. And then I do have some green ones coming in as well, like I said, for May. The big chunkier ones. The big juju ones, like those first ones that I brought in. So I'm bringing in some green ones, and I got some other ones. They didn't have enough to bring in. I ordered 75. They didn't have 75, so I brought in some other multicolored ones. They're so pretty. I'll just load them all at the same time. Yeah, so that's coming in too. Those are going to be mine, and then I think for June, he's also got June and July's coming in. I believe they're like, I think I want to say a teal, like beachy, and then he brought in some natural wood looking ones because you guys were asking for like natural wood. All right, guys, we're going to do this paint and see how it goes. You're a May baby. And then the pink was April, and he's only got 4 left. So, yep, Teresa's doing exclamation point, Sam. Oh, guys, this color might be actually really, really good. I'm going to go right up to the paper, and then I'll kind of like tap that because I don't want it to be like a straight line. I just want to cover up that paper edge. Kind of blend it all. Maybe we'll throw in some other colors there. What do you guys think? Talk to me, Goose. Talk to me. Tell me what you think. How's it looking? Does it look okay? It's a little brighter blue, but I think we can probably tone that. Actually, it looks brighter blue on camera than it does here. But we might, well, let's just keep going, because we can always add to it. And I think once we get the blue on there, or the gold on here, it might actually be really pretty. Plus when it dries, it'll be a little bit darker, I think. And I'm just pouncing my brush right next to the paper because I don't want to straight, I swear. The blue is really, it actually looks totally different on camera than it does in real life. I think sometimes the camera comes across different. It actually looks very perfect. Maybe it's the lighting. It looks brighter on camera, but in life it matches this blue perfectly. But let's get, yeah, we can dark wax it. It's chalk paint, Diane. I used blue suede from Folk Art, and then I mixed in some navy blue from the Crafters collection, and then I mixed in some blue diamond from Paint Pixie, their metallic paint line. Hey, you guys, I'm that girl that paints silver. Do you remember when I remember when I did my first silver tray on a Facebook Live, and the hate that I got. It was like when I first painted my first book. How many people like came to me griping that I destroyed a heirloom silver tray. Yeah, that was sitting in the Goodwill store that was about to go to the landfill. I'm so glad you were so worried about it. Lisa, you know what? Sometimes I chance it with doing any kind of primer on silver. Just it's, you know where it gets tricky? It gets tricky on the second coat, because that's when your first coat can slide off. So this might give me a little bit of an ache, but I guess we'll see, because it's definitely going to need a second coat. Yeah, people are bizarre. It's, to say the least. And I'm kind of pouncing my paint on, because I don't mind if it has like a little bit of a texture look to it, because it is going to be beachy. It's too bad I don't have any sand. Sand would be cool. Rhonda, I don't know how many I have. I have some left, not a lot. I didn't even promote it last year. My life is busy enough. And they're all sitting in my attic. I think there's still some in there though. I like the color. I'm digging the color. This is kind of like the color of my dining room. It's actually very pretty. All right, so we're definitely gonna have to give this, ooh, I got some sides over here that I didn't even do. I didn't realize the tray was this thick over here on the side. So let's get that all covered up. You guys, when I paint trays, I typically don't paint the bottom. I kind of like seeing what it used to look like. Kind of gives you a nice little idea of what it once was, you know? So I typically don't paint the bottom. All right, let's dry this real quick. Hey, Elaine, where you been, girl? I'm glad you're back. Wanda has the book. I'm glad. I love it too. I have one downstairs. Sits in the living room. The grandkids all got one. I'm sure we're gonna have to pull it out for Logan because she loves her binky. Let's see how that's drying. See, I still think it's a little, I'm looking on the iPad right now. Yes, you could put some jute. It's not, it kind of like, these images kind of go into it, so I don't know how that would look because it's not like a clear edging. That's why I wanted to do the blue to kind of blend in with the paper. We'll see. This might take a completely different turn. White wax, Barb, says Barb Novell. I do have white wax. That might not be a bad idea. It'd actually be a really good, we could try that. Maybe this, and then do some gold over that. Oh, Big Daddy's home. He's coming to pick up payroll check. You might get to see his handsome face here in a second. So I'm going to dry this really good. Now this, because I did not prime the tray, this is where you would most likely get like any kind of slide off because it is chalk paint, but I'm a rule breaker. So we're going to try a little, it does look really, see how it darkened up some? I think it's going to get even darker. And again, if you guys like the paper, do exclamation point paper. It's Reba Rose's Seashells paper. It's beautiful. I've been wanting to use this paper for quite a while. So I think this is perfect. Yeah, it definitely needs a second coat. Hey, look at me. Thank you, whoever sent the stars. You're amazing. All right, let's do it again. I do the same kind of pouncing motion. So when you start sliding your paint is typically when you'll see, that's when you would typically see any kind of sliding if you don't prime. But I don't mind the texture. I think that kind of like adds to the beach effect because sand is gritty, right? So sand is gritty. Yeah, see, it's lifting a little bit. That's why, again, you want to pounce your paint. And I've just learned that. I know some of you struggle like painting silver trays. You just go slow and don't overwork your paint or you will get sliding. Now, if I had used a primer, it probably wouldn't have been a big deal. Ooh, but I like the pouncing look too because you got a little bit of grit. Oh, hey Terry, what's up? I'm glad you're here too. Okay, but you don't want any like puddly paint either. So, but you want to cover up any of that silver, and I do have some silver popping through there, and that's what I want to cover up. And then once we get this like sealed, you don't have to worry about anything lifting. You just got to get there. Hey Tanya, what's going on, chickadee? Come on in. Say hi. I know I got a lot of silent watchers on here and I love hearing from you guys. Okay. Looking good so far. Hey Kimberly. All right, we're just gonna keep on scrolling. We're gonna keep on going. I'm thinking maybe white wax is a great idea. See, I love it when you guys give me suggestions. That actually might work really well. With a little bit of the, and then do the gold. Zinsser primer. Usually if I prime, I do the, actually, when I paint silver trays, the best paint that I find when I'm doing silver trays is the gloss enamel. You don't really have to prime. I don't when I'm doing gloss enamel. And this is like a mixture of chalk paint. Chalk paint is the ones that kind of stick. And you guys remind me, I do have some Happy Mail that I need to open today from Desi. And then I think tomorrow when I go live, I'm going to try going live from StreamYard. Because then I could cross-post. I can go live at the same time on YouTube. So I want to try that. I just don't know. I didn't want to do it while I was doing a sponsored cross-posted live because I'm not sure you can use StreamYard and cross-post. I don't know how it works yet. So I want to try it out. And I don't know what happens to you guys when you're using StreamYard. Do you have to... does anybody watch a lot of people that use StreamYard? Do you have to log in? I don't want to make it hard for you guys to come and find me just because I'm using a third-party streamer. I know Terry Lightsey does. I know Chris Hunter does. Hey, Lisa, this is your color. She loves blue. All right, let's try that. I think I got it pretty covered. I don't see any of that silver peeking through, and because I pounced it, I've got kind of a grit look, which I like because it kind of looks like there's sand underneath there. But let's try it and see what we got. Thank you, Robin. The paper is Reba Rose. You can do exclamation point paper in the comments. The chat bot will send you a link to her site, and then the paper, just search for, is called Seashells. White wax. I'm thinking white wax. White would probably work on something this dark. It would like stick in all these little, it's subtle. It's not as drastic as doing a light colored with dark wax. It's more subtle. I think it looks pretty. I like the blue too. However, I want to fix that, like around there. I want to kind of blend this in a little bit. So see how it's like a hard line? I want to see if I can get a little brush and then just kind of like blend that paint. Like here, like a little fluffy brush. Thank you, Bernie, for the, wow, you guys are amazing. Thank you for the stars. I'm gonna take a little bit of that paint. I'm gonna offload it. I wonder if I should use water. And then I just wanna like, just a little bit of water. And then just kind of like, blend it out a little bit. Does that make sense? So it's not like this harsh line, if that makes any kind of sense. See, a little bit of paint, a little bit of water, and then I just kind of like go in circles, like feathering it out some, so it's not so noticeable. I think the water is the ticket to getting that little fade. It's like you're blending it out to, is that better? See how it's kind of smoking out? That's what I want to do, is kind of like smoke it out a little bit. And then you kind of like blend it up into your print till it almost fades into nothingness. Hopefully that's gonna do the trick, because I don't know. Oh, I have, guys, do I have shells? These are all the ones I brought back from Sanibel. Oh, Robin, you're so sweet. I know, I just get into my groove. I try different things. You know, you don't know, and I always say this to you guys, you don't know till you know, and you don't know until you try, right? But just kind of like smoking it out. That's what I want to do. You ever seen those furniture people? They paint the most beautiful furniture and they're always blending. I guess it's called blending. You want to blend your... Is that working? Kind of. See what I'm saying it's doing? You're going to do it. Just do it, Tanya. You don't know till you trust me. You'll probably love it and be like, why did I wait so long to do one? You can get so many good ones. Start with something small if you're intimidated or you're not too sure where you want to go. And here's the thing. You can't really screw it up, y'all. It's just paint. If you don't like it, start over. That's all you can do is just start over. So let's make it like an ocean. So you just keep blending that out until it goes up into nothingness. But you get yourself a little soft, fluffy brush. How's that look? Patty, I got this when I was in Florida, believe it or not. How appropriate. And when I was thrifting down in Florida when I was down there. You have a bin full of silver trays. Get to work there, sister. Okay, it's dry. I think it's dry. Let's try some white wax. I make it look easy because I've been doing this a long time, but ooh, look at that. Now, I know that looks really bright blue, but I'm telling you guys, it's not that blue. It looks completely different in person. It looks brighter, but it still looks really pretty. If we don't like it after the white wax, I can try to add a little bit more navy to it. I don't know. Let's try the white wax though. I have bare white wax. I know, right? That's what I thought. I've been wanting to use this paper, and when I found the tray, I was like, ooh, I know exactly what I'm going to be using. All right, so I want to get a clean... All right, I'm going to have to find a crappy... Oh, here's my white waxing brush. Yep. Okay. So, hey, Dewanda, were you on my live earlier? Guess what's coming out today? I'm going to have the graphic for Larry the Lobster. Save a lobster, eat a waffle. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right, guys, so you're going to need, like, some paper towel. And you're just going to take your wax. Now, because we use chalk paint, this wax is also going to seal our paint, which is a good thing. And I'm just going to work like in sections at a time and see if we like it. So you get your white wax on there and then it will stick. Oh, Robin, I'll say a prayer for you that everything goes well. And then you just pull that back and wipe off any extra. like it. I know, Dewana, you're gonna love it. What do you guys think? That looks pretty, kind of tones it down a little bit. All right, we're gonna move on to the next part here. And then if you want to make this shinier, I'll probably throw a coat of, what do you call it? Triple thick Duraclear if you want to make it shiny. And I don't know if I'm going to keep this or sell it to auction. I don't know if this will go in my little bin back there full of dreamy things for an Airbnb that I want to own one day. Okay, so you just work that wax in there. You guys like it with the wax? I'm glad. And then just wipe away. And it should just stick in all those little spots. And then we definitely have to add some gold onto there too. Keep on going. And I like to do like little sections at a time because I think you don't want your wax to get dried up. Hey guys, I think I have a Motrin in my pocket. Where did I need a Motrin. Cramps, and I don't know why, because I thought that Aunt Flo came and went already. But therein lies the what do you call it? Menopause journey. Somebody asked me where the tray came from Florida. It was a Goodwill in Florida, and the paper is from Reba Rose. You can do !paper, and the chat bot will drop you a link. That kind of tones everything down a bit. And I think once we get some gold accents on here, it's going to be even prettier. Yeah, you need to have something like make them stand out. That's the beauty of waxing, because it just brings out all that detail. Let's see. Make sure I do these edges all down here. I don't know if I got those before. I did not. Make sure you get everything. And you want to work your wax into that crevices. Now I use Bear Wax. I get this at the Home Depot. They have clear, antique, and white. I do not have an affiliate with them, but they do. I do have them on my link tree, linked for the dark and the clear, but they have all the colors there. And it's by Bear, B-E-H-R, like the paint company. And then I just try to find like a new spot. Oh, he hears Michael's voice. He wants to go see Daddy. Okay. Oh.
You're on live?
Yes.
All right.
Did you find that check?
No.
It's in my office on the table. There's the payroll check, and then that and manila envelope underneath is the Makino stuff.
Yeah, but you got to send that out.
You got to look at it and tell me if that's the right stuff. That's all I have.
Okay. See you later.
Okay.
I had some more to.
Oh, he did. He smells like a fajita.
That's what I had 3 days in a row.
From a man who doesn't like Mexican to now having fajitas 3 times in a row. Yeah, it's so funny. Okay. smells like a fajita. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go downstairs and have a fajita. I don't know, Glory. We might resin the center. I don't know. It's not really like a center. It's kind of all convoluted together there. Ooh, doesn't it look cool? Doesn't it look like the beach is up here, like where the paper split? Oh no, that is the beach. That's part of the paper. Ha, that's too funny. Okay, so let's let that dry. What do you guys think is next? Now I do have some shells, and I found this really cool piece of driftwood at the beach in Sanibel. I wonder if I could put this on there. Or you could just see, I would decorate with that. I would put a candle on here, like if I had an Airbnb, I'd have a little candle on there with some, like, just picture this as like a little candle trio, and then I'd put some seashells all around, you know. Oop, there goes a bunch of sand out of that one. I haven't cleaned it yet. So we could do something like that too. Rose like, hi, Hot Mike. But yeah, that's the stuff you can decorate a tray with. China is so pretty. Oh. I know, I love driftwood too. I got some cool stuff in Florida. I always can find some cool stuff. Okay, that's my wax. I'm wondering, what do you guys think? I feel like it needs some more stuff on there. We made beef and chicken fajitas, Debbie. I love the way the white looks with the paper. Wait a minute, I have it upside down for y'all. Maybe the gold. Let me see. I feel like it really is the right. I wish you guys could see it like I see it, because I see like almost like a periwinkle blue on camera, and it's really not. It matches freaking almost perfectly. What about adding some gold rub and buff? Now, do I just want to highlight, or do we paint everything in here? Or do I paint them with like a sandy color, like especially like the starfish, because they're more like light? Or do I just highlight with gold? I don't know. This is Prosecco. Hold on, let me just grab a paper plate, because this is where it gets fun to play around. That's pretty. All right, let's see. Because you can always like put it on and then take it off. I want to bring out all those, but I just want to see something real quick. So what if I took this? Now this isn't Rub and Buff, this is just Prosecco paint from Paint Pixie that I'm just kind of like using like I would Rub and Buff, but it's not as bright and gold as Rub and Buff. Ooh, I like it. Oh, see, I don't do anything silver, y'all. This is Prosecco, so this is kind of like a champagne color. Let's just do the starfish. And it's still letting that blue peep through.
Yeah, I don't think any of that stuff's it.
That's all I have for Machinery Finance
All right.
and Makino.
I want to see the actual contract.
Who would it be from?
Yeah.
Machinery Finance?
Yeah.
I'll dig through there again, but that's all I had in the file. Okay. See, that's kind of like a silver. Shut my door all the way, Mike. It's kind of like a silver. Yeah, that's what happens when you don't shut the door all the way. Oh, see, that looks... Now, maybe I'll do all of them, but right now I'm going to do the starfish. Oop, that was a little heavy. A little heavy-handed there, Kathleen. I don't want to do it heavy. I want to keep it more like a... kind of like a Rub and Buff, but this isn't Rub and Buff. Rub and Buff would have been way too gold, I think, and this is more like a sandy beach color. So I'm just going in with a little bit of that Prosecco from Paint Pixie. And then just brushing it right across the top using the flat side of my brush to highlight. My mother, does she not know that I'm live? So I'm gonna have to start sending out mass emails to my family members. Do you guys think I should do all of them? Oh, see, I love that. I say we try to do all the little seashells. Kind of breaks up that blue a little bit, but it also brings out the seashells. Hey, Ruby. Okay. And I'm just being totally like light-handed with this. Like there's little conch shells on here, little squigglies. I'm gonna try to hit all of those. And even do, oh, that looks so good. It's gonna look very beachy. Now I could get jiggy with it and really like, you know, I wonder if we could like diamond dust any of it. What do you guys think? Oh yeah, see now it's coming together. Thank you, Renee. I think this is probably the best thing. I think that's gonna break up a lot of that blue and then also gives a little bit of shimmer. And highlights all those pretty, what are these called? Crustaceans or little seashells. And I'm doing all the little things in there. Just go lighter than darker because you can always add, but it's harder to take away if you gloop too much on there. Yeah, the Prosecco is perfect indeed. It's kind of like a, well, isn't Prosecco champagne? So yeah, it's perfectly named. And you can find Paint Pixie Paint on my link tree. They have the greatest metallics. Those are my favorite metallic paints. That's where we get Royal Bronze from, is their new penny. This is Prosecco. You guys have seen me use a lot of their metallic paints. It's too bad I don't have anything to make sand, like we could do a sand border. Hey Wanda, thank you, welcome. Look at a new sparkle chick in the house. I'm glad you like it. Look at that. What do you guys think? Now I didn't highlight these like little wavy things, but I'm thinking maybe I should. Hang on. Let's grab another little bit of Prosecco. See that it's like textured through here? I guess I'm gonna do that too. Let's try. I don't even know. I'm a little nervous to do this one because I don't want it to be too much. I'm just gonna kind of follow my brush right there on those little waves. They're kind of like throughout the tray in the background. Not a lot, but I'm just enough to throw some shimmer in there. It's very shimmery, it's very pretty. You know, that's what you're going to do to it. I could diamond dust for the sand, but if I end up epoxying the middle of it, you're never gonna see it. It makes the diamond dust disappear. I I don't want to do crackle. I don't know that it needs anything else. It needs some sparkle. We're going to put some rhinestones in there. But do you think I need to add anything around the middle? Like craft sand. They do have sandstone paint. Or I have some, where's that stuff at? I don't know if I have the right glitter. But then here's the thing, if I end up putting something around this whole inside, well, let's try it with a piece of twine first. I do have some jute that looks like this. Hi, Audrey. But see, it's not going to be... I could do it. Please tell me. See, I don't know if I like that. I think it's too dark. Hold on. Let me see what else I got. Now I have this colored jute. Now that I like a little bit better. It's not as bright and it kind of matches the sand better. But again, I think it takes away from the picture itself. Well, let me just kind of pose this around here and you guys tell me what you think. I don't like it. I think I don't think so. Usually I'm all for jute. So I think we just need to leave it naturally done. Now I could epoxy this and that would just be a perfect, because it does have a bottom. You don't like it because it's right? I think without too. So we could epoxy. That would be fun. That would make it food safe, only on the inside. Unless I threw a coat of epoxy on the outside and brushed it all in, which we could. I could put some rind. Let's put a coat of triple thick dirt clear on it. Yeah, I don't think we need it either. I'm so glad we think alike. Hey, Dusty. Hey, Vicky and Robbie. You love the image. Dusty, the Reba Rose created it. I'm cross-posting to Reba Rose, and you can go to her website and search the seashells print. I don't like the Junque either. I don't like, but I am gonna throw a coat of triple thick Duraclear here on the outside. And then you guys, maybe I'll do the whole thing and then we can determine whether or not we want to do some resin. I think resin, you know me, I love resin. I think resin would look really great. We can throw some rhinestones over here. This is just gonna make it shiny, which you know me, I love shiny, sparkly things. It's gonna hold everything down in there and it's gonna give it a nice shiny sheen. Ooh, pearls would be a good idea. Like a pearl strand, but again, I don't think I like anything going around the image because it's not a complete perfect circle because these little starfish and stuff kind of roll right into the bottom of the tray. Starfish, but now I do have a bunch of Seaside Sparkle from Totally Dazzled I can totally put on here. And I will. We can always add some bling. But what do you guys think about epoxy? I think that would look really pretty. Give it a nice shine. I don't have an oyster shell. But this is the tray, like if I were to have an Airbnb, this tray would sit on the coffee table. And like I said, my little piece of driftwood could go on there, a couple of beachy candles, some seashells. So you can decorate it up and make it look really pretty to make it fit your scene. and use it as just something purely decorative. But if we epoxy it, then you can even serve some crackers on there, because I do use food grade epoxy. I would probably use it for more of a decorative thing, but that's just me. A nice little stack of books, some seashells. Maybe in your kitchen with a little seashell wine glass. Little rum runner. You know, I love my rum. You guys want to do some resin? Or like a pina colada serving tray. Pina coladas are my drink of choice when I'm in the sunshine state. All right. So yeah, I think we can definitely add some resin. Let's add some bling first, shall we? Let all this good stuff dry. And then we can, I want to add some rhinestones. Hey, Lenore. Donna, the tray is from, ooh, sea glass and resin. Oh, I do have some of that, Susie. We could see what that looks like on here, maybe around the outside. That's a good idea. Tray came from Florida. I got it at Florida Goodwill. I've got a whole little collection going on of stuff that I want to put into a small strings of pearls. I don't know. They're not really, they're kind of thick and they're a little odd shaped. I won't be able to get the whole handle. I did hear about what happened in Florida today. I haven't read anything about it though. Stickles, you could do stickles on the tray. I don't know that I want to do stickles. How would I do stickles? I don't know. Guys, look how pretty that looks. Bling and resin. Yeah, I think so. We gotta have our Seaside sparkle though. So we have to do our sparkle. Okay, so I just added a coat of triple thick Duraclear on there, and look at how 6 injured. Remember the moonstones I said they would look cute on sand. The moonstones, where are those? That's another thing. I'm organized, but I'm so unorganized. Ouch, I just hit myself in the chin. You guys, isn't that gorgeous? Look at how beautiful. Oh, that's so sad. It scares the bejesus out of me. Leave less is more. Deborah, do you know me? Less is more is not my thing. 99.99% of the time. But look how pretty. I'm a more is more girl. I'm digging it though. I think it's, look at how good the blue looks now. Doesn't it perfectly match everything else? It almost looks like the ocean's coming in from the outside, the way that paper, see the blend that we did? All right, I am a more is more girl. I do have some clear rhinestones here that I'm gonna use. I wanna add a couple here on just a few parts. And then, like in the center of the what do you call it? The center of the starfish. Ugh. Did anybody get killed? A beach net with seashells? You know, I have that somewhere. Do you think I know where it's at? Sometimes less is more. Sometimes at 0.1% where I say, I think it's done. And then I'm like, wow, did I just say that out loud? You guys know me. Usually I'm the opposite. I'm going to put one there. So I just have these rhinestones. I need to get a new picker pen. Mine is crap. Let's see on the image, or just highlight the shells. I could do that, Joy. Stickles would show up under resin, which is a good thing. Oh yeah, we got to have a little bit of sparkle on here. I'm doing the center of the whatever you call it, starfish. And then on the little curly Q of this, whatever you call that, conch shell or whatever you call that little dude. You know your picker pen has been through the ringer when it doesn't want to stick to your stones anymore. It's telling me enough is enough. Corally. You know what's funny? Where is that piece of coral? Y'all, I'm telling you, when I tell you my desk is a mess, I really mean it. Ah, where'd that come from? Where is that piece of coral? I know I showed you guys. Do you think it's over here? No, it wouldn't be. It's not in the bag. Float. Y'all, don't ask me to find nothing in here. Okay. Maybe, where can I put a little seashell, I do one on this one, on the bottom of that one. Let's put one there. And then, I think that's enough. I think that looks good. Okay. Oh, she must be right. This is good. Not good on that. All right. This Holy Thursday. I hope you have a wonderful. Thank you, Carol. I hope you guys all have a blessed weekend too. I'm working tomorrow, and then I do have the weekend off. Some seashells and put them on the tray. I have a picker pen. You do? That'd be a good one. I need one of those. I don't have any replacement tips or anything, so I need to restock. There's so much I need to order, obviously. Okay, so we got all of our seashells on there. Got a little bit of sparkle. Now somebody says we can do stickles on here, and then we're gonna resin. I could do, but this tray isn't that thick, so even stickles have a thickness to them. So I don't know. Let me see what I got from Totally Dazzled. I know I've got some of their seashells and whatnot. Maybe we can do one on there. Maybe we can add a few. Now I've got silver ones, but there's a turtle. It seems like I have more silver. Oh, here's the gold. We'll just see. I don't know if we're gonna like it. We sure can try it. I think we need to stick with gold or the bronze. You're working on the wedding boots for me? Aren't those fabulous? I think we need to stick with the, oh look at guys, I even have like a little flip-flop. That would be cute on there. A little flippity-floppity. I have a couple of small shells from Totally Dazzled that are in the antique bronze. Oh my gosh, there's the cherries I was looking for that last craft. Or one of my crafts that I did recently. Why is it in this category? Turtle would be cute on the sand part. Tissue, but yeah. This is Diamond Glaze. This is on my Amazon store. Diamond Glaze is what I use. Now, could I put these somewhere? I don't know if I like it on there. Can you believe I'm saying that? I'm actually saying no. No, I don't think I like it. Now, it does look silvery, but I used gold. I even feel like I could probably do another layer of that on there. Now, if I put anything anywhere, I might put this starfish on top of the one starfish and double them up. Oh, I have a seahorse that we could put somewhere, but no, I don't know if I like it. see, and I have some of these little seashells. This is from Seaside Sparkle, Totally Dazzled. They might still have some of this collection too. Now see, I just put that right on top of that seashell, but I don't know that I have enough to go all the way around. And I only have one more, and this is the rose gold color. Now here's a rose gold turtle, and a fish. Rose gold might work in here. But I don't know, I'm thinking, oh, why do I have another cherry in here? Jeez Louise, I think I got 2 cherries in here. Now this is a little puffer fish. Yeah, and that's exactly it. I don't think it needs overwhelmed. I think it looks good as is. Now the only thing that I think that I would add, now I do have another starfish. Let's see, you guys tell me though. I have silver starfishes. And I might be able to put a silver starfish. Now that I don't mind, and even though we did it in gold, now here's a big starfish in rose gold that we can probably maybe overlap and do some different things. I don't mind that. That's about all the bling I think I like on there right now. What say you? Yeah, and then the resin. So we could put like that on there. Now that I don't mind. Or I could even take this big one and we can throw that down there once the resin starts to dry. So you could just play around with it. Oh, you do, Susan? I love that. So this is actually, I had to do 2 and 2. I had 2 silver, 2 rose gold, and then I kind of like this one. But I don't have, there's also 2 more on here. Honestly, I think I would take this one and leave it down there for a little oomph and keep everything off the tray so it's nice and flat. Yep. What do you guys think about that? Lightly sparkled sand. Yeah, I don't have sand now. I could put glitter down as sand. I could put glitter. Let's do a little bit. I'm just gonna plop these on with some hot glue right now. That way if I don't like it, I can pop it off. Oh my God, my chair is making it sound like I'm farting back here, this pillow. So funny. Okay, let's just do this for now. Why not? Let's just... I like it. And it's a little bit, I am covering up that little rhinestone that I laid down there, but that's okay. Maybe paint the handle silver. I don't know if I like that idea. No, because they don't like have a, you know what I mean? They have like a, there's no defining what to paint. Well, I guess it would be here. I mean, if anything, I would take some of that Prosecco. Here, I'll show you what I mean. You could take some of that Prosecco paint, because that's what I use, and I can see kind of what's a handle, and I can make that a little bit heavier. I'm just giving it like a wash, not really painting it. Just kind of going over it a little bit more. See? Just kind of highlighted it a little bit more, kind of like that. That kind of differentiates the handles from the rest of the part of it. The handles are blue. I didn't really touch them. I just kind of gave them. There's a big old glue booger. All right, what do you guys think? I just added those little starfish. See it? There's 3D starfish. I say let's epoxy the inside. And if anything, you know what we might be able to do? We might be able to take some of this shimmery gold mica powder and swirl it just into the sides to make it look more like beachy. Do you guys want to try that? Let's do it. So I need some epoxy, which my epoxy is right here. And then I need a cup. There are my cups. Really? I didn't use all those cups the other day, did I? See how it sometimes, and that's the color gold that we used on Tommy the Turtle. I think that would work. And I don't probably need a lot of epoxy because this isn't that big of a tray. Let me get some gloves on. Speaking of gloves, I need to get some hot pink gloves. I look like a surgeon when I put these blue things on. Yeah, to make it look like surf. Okay. Then we can swirl it around just to give it a little bit of zhuzh. All right, so this is part A. Oh, wait a minute. Before I get started, let's do this. Bust out this, change it up. Put my leveling tray over here. Make sure it's level. You can find that at Amazon, on my Amazon store in the crafting category. I think if we do 4 ounces total, we should be good. Maybe even 1 ounce. Do you guys think 2 ounces is enough to cover the whole? It's not very big. I'm just gonna do 2. All right, I'm gonna put my gloves on now. Oh, glorious, isn't that so beautiful? Somebody asked me about the pink bug. Pink bug, yes, I had it all last week. Hey, Dee Dee, where you been, girl? That's what you think too. Maybe we all need to get some hot pink surgical gloves. Perfect. Okay. Give me a little stick, and we are going to stir for 1, 2, 3 minutes. More than 2? You think I'm gonna need more than 2? Well, if I have to, I can always stir some more up. I don't want it real deep. It doesn't need to be deep. But you can always add to it next round if I have to. It's not a big deal. So you just stir this up slowly. Then I can throw on some mica powder in there, just along the outside edge. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Well, then that's a reason why you haven't been on here lately. I can't say that I blame you. All right, broke my right wrist. Oh my gosh. I hope you're okay. That doesn't sound like fun. I broke my ankle a couple years, well, in 2016. And then a year later, on the same day, I sprained it. Kathy Dumal, yes it is. Hey, Barbara, you don't have to apologize, sweet Barbara. Okay. This always hurts my fingers. And I'm not a slow stirrer. But you want to make sure you go back and forth, and you want to get all those two components stirred up equally, because if you don't, this is one of those things like you have to do it the full 3 minutes. Keep scraping off your stick and stir up the sides. Look at you guys, are so sweet. I think it's gonna be really pretty. I feel like we can even like zoom you guys in. Oh, I can't touch my screen. So I should have zoomed you in. Oh, you did? Oh, I didn't have to have surgery when I broke my ankle, thank God. But I was on crutches and a boot for about 6 weeks. And yes, I sparkled out my crutches. Don't judge people. I still have them. Couldn't drive for 6 weeks. It was terrible. Okay. Yes, they do have cups for ends. Yes. Mary Jo, I don't know. No, probably not the Sanibel house. Okay. I think we're all clear. All right, guys, here we go. I'm going to lay it down first. Yeah, I probably should have made more, but we might be able to get away with it because I don't have any stickles or anything on here. It's pretty flat. I didn't want it real heavy. That might be okay. If not, we let this dry and then I just do another coat tomorrow. Or you could probably do another one tonight. You have a little bit of working time with it. Okay. And it's hard to tell like where this ends at. That's the thing about this tray. I'm just trying to work it into the edges that I see. But it doesn't really have a very defined spot to cut off at, if that makes sense. And epoxy is self-leveling, so it will kind of like fill in where it's supposed to go on its own. I'm just kind of pushing it there. And then I'll mix it in with my hands. Yeah, see, it's already kind of shoved its way on where it needs to go. On this side, it's gonna go as far as it can. And then you gotta give it a little bit of help. And I think I should have just enough. I don't want this real thick. And then you take the rest of it like this. I'm just gonna shove that with, I do my fingers. That's why I wear a glove. And if I need a little bit more, I can make more and do it tomorrow. Ooh, guys, I had just enough. Wow. That was incredible. Perfection. Yeah, it looks good. All right, now do we add a little bit of that stuff in there? Yes, heat gun removes bubbles. I'm gonna get a new pair of gloves because I need to actually pick up my heat gun. Oop. Now this is what I'm gonna do and get rid of all those air bubbles. I can kind of see it moving like it wants to get thin there. It's kind of like leveling out now. And what do you guys think? I think yes. I say let's try to add a couple of these. Why not? We could swirl it in, maybe just on the sides. I'll just take like a little stick-a-majigger. And this is gold. I'm just gonna pour some, just a little bit right here. And I'm just gonna kind of swirl that into my epoxy. Kind of like just, I don't want it real heavy, so I'm just kind of spreading it out as far as I can take it along the edge, almost like waves. Looks kind of cool. White mica powder with the surf. Yeah, that's just kind of like what I'm doing. Just kind of going a little bit around the outside. Of course, it just wants to dump on me. But this is where you can kind of like spread it around. Just kind of trying to add it into like the beach. And then I kind of carry it up over. Almost like along the outside. And then you could do like little curly cues and get it to where you want it. Ew, I kind of like it. Looks kind of cool. The epoxy that I'm using is just something that I get, I think I got this at Hobby Lobby. It's a Lumelite. Just a little bit. It's kind of like, it's gonna look like I got fairies running around because this stuff dries it. It's if I start blowing it around. So I'm just trying to do like little swirls, and then I'll take my heat gun to it and I'll move it around with the heat. But right now I'm just trying to mix all that mica powder together. And just blow out the rest. I want to get a little bit more up there, I think. And how fun is it to just experiment, right? Sorry I'm not looking at comments. I know I'm probably missing a lot of your comments. I'm sorry. So I'm just stirring in this mica powder up here around the print. You can move it wherever you want. And then I'm gonna take my heat gun right there. And this is where you wanna move it around. And is Hobby Lobby closing anytime soon? This will kind of like push it, make it look like waves is what I'm hoping. Cool. It's a little heavier in certain spots, but that's okay. It is what it is. I haven't heard that Hobby Lobby is closing anytime soon, but man, that would really suck. We'd have to go to Walmart or Michael's or Amazon. Okay. What do you guys think? Oops. Oh, I don't know if you guys can see it all that well, but it just, I don't want to move it because it's going to level out, but it's just, I just threw in some gold around the outside. I probably could take my little spatchy spatch and throw in some more. I kind of like more or less moved it around with my heat gun because I wanted it to be more flowy. Now that will fill in where I just lightened it all out. It self-levels, that's why you want to get a leveling tray. And I see one little hair right here. Take that out. There's another one. Sometimes you get hairs. Just scoop them out. If not, they're stuck there. I don't know, y'all. I think it looks really good. They filed bankruptcy? When? I didn't hear that. Jeez. Well, say a prayer for them. I hope not. That would be terrible. But, you know, a lot of companies file bankruptcy. Joann's is going closing. I heard they did. I didn't hear about Hobby Lobby, if that's the case. So I'll check this in a little bit. There's probably going to be a dog hair or two in here. There always is. But guys, that looks really good. The gold mica powders really like kind of made it almost blend in. With the paper. Oh, you bad boy, you heard another big hair try to sneak in there. And I'll keep checking it. I am going to put a cover over this so no hair flies in there. And this is just what I use, and it works out pretty well. I just grab one of these like Tupperware or tote lids, and I'll just let that sit on there till tomorrow. That way no fuzzies fly around in there. And then when I'm done, I will post a picture of this with all the links. Barb, I think we all help keep Hobby Lobby. But now they are experiencing growth. You could use your hairdryer, Beverly, I think, but I don't know, you get a lot more heat with that. So a lot more pressure. There was another shooting at Florida. I think. Oh, geez. That's my trademark. Yeah, the dog hair. Not kidding. So anyway, guys, that was fun. Like I said, you can do exclamation point paper. Have the chatbot send you a link for the paper. And the tray I got at the Goodwill. But the paper is called Seashells from Reba Rose. You do exclamation point paper. And okay, one last little... Oh, my elbow feels weird. I can't wait to see it all finished too. I think it's going to be really pretty. You guys can't really tell where I added that gold in there, but it's there and it looks really sharp. So I'm super excited. I see a couple air bubbles. What is that? Maybe not an air bubble. I see something. Hair? You'll be able, oh, there's one up there. You'll be able to know, like, in the morning when you look at it, if you have something that's there that shouldn't be there. You can either go over it with a second coat. But I'll keep checking it. But, you know, sometimes you get stuff that gets on here. That's why I like to keep it covered. There is definitely a hair right there. See, that drives me yonkers. Yonkers bonkers. Get out of there. Why do you need to be there? All up in my tray and stuff. All right, let that settle back in. Hopefully it will. Not. So you can move it around and then it will self-level. Or so it should. Is this thing level? It says it is. Hold on. You can place food in this, yes. Okay, it's completely level right there. But I feel like it's got a low point right there. So maybe I need to scoop a little bit more epoxy right there. You can see it in the light. But if you add any epoxy to it, then make sure that you get your heat gun, because, oh, there is all kinds of hair. See, I give credit where credit's due to people who do epoxy work, because for the love of all that is holy, mine always has a dog hair in it. There's another one. I swear to God, I think it happens when I blow around in here, when I start using my dryer more. All right, so let's just cover this up. If it has any imperfections, which it might, it's just going to be what it will be. There's really not a whole lot you can do. It's just going to do its thing. Here I am telling you guys not to be overly picky, and I'm being overly picky myself. Make sure you get all the air bubbles out of there. Okay, now I'm going to cover it up. I don't know. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. Well, I'm sorry your Hobby Lobby is closing. That would be terrible. I would cry. Literally, I probably would cry. Yeah, that's what makes it special indeed. So anyway, you guys are amazing. I'll post a picture of this when it's all said and done, probably tomorrow, with links to all the supplies where you can go make your own. And then right now I'm going to go down and make something to eat and see what the hubs wants for dinner. I've got to do a couple of posts. I've got to take out some trash and do all the things. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I know I have on the schedule 2 o'clock, but I'm meeting Sam at 2:30 at the title bureau to do the rest of, to get the title for his car transferred on the truck. So I'll probably come on later. I'll go ahead and make a post, probably maybe let's make 4-ish. Okay. So just keep that in mind in case somebody asks, where's Kathy? Because, you know, just had to change my day up a little bit. So you guys have a great evening. Stay sparkly, my friends, and be blessed. Bye, everyone.